If you keep on differentiating a function over and over again, we call it differentiating the function successively. Okay, now if you have a function y is equal to fx, you know that if I differentiate this, we will get dy dx is equal to f dash x. Okay, now if I differentiate this once again, what will happen? If I differentiate this, that is ddx of dy dx, then what will happen? ddx of dy dx is written as d2y dx2, not d square y dx square. Okay, d2y dx2. Okay, and which means we can also write this as f double dashed x. Number of dashes will be equal to the order of the derivative. This 2 is called the order of the derivative. Okay, this 2 is called the order of the derivative. Similarly, if you have similarly d dx, again if I differentiate this d2y dx2, d2y dx2, I will get d3y dx3. Okay, the order of the derivative here becomes 3, and we write this as f triple dash x. Okay, and what is f triple dash x equal to? This is nothing but ddx of f double dash x. Okay, and this is what equal to f double dash x is equal to ddx of f dash x, right?
Yes, sir.
Next, you have ddx of d3y dx. d3y dx3 is, we write this as a d4y dx4. Okay, is equal to f quadruple dashed x is equal to ddx of f triple dashed x. Okay, next if I want to find out higher orders, it will follow similarly. Let me just write one more. ddx of d4y dx4 is d5y dx5, which is equal to f. Now we don't give so many dashes. Okay, we don't give so many dashes when the order crosses 4. We simply
Okay,
give
sir.
a 5 here within brackets, and for the higher, for 6 also we give f6x also we give. Okay, write this as ddx of f quadruple dashed x. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. Now with this idea we shall work out some sums.
Okay, sir.
First, now before proceeding to sums, let me just mention that dy dx is also called the first derivative of y. d2y dx2 is called the second derivative of y. Okay, d3y dx3 is called the third derivative of y, and so on.
Okay, sir.
Called the third derivative of y, and so on. Okay. Similarly, fourth derivative, fifth derivative, and so on. Now we come to some sums. First sum is, let us start with 1, 3. Question is, find the second derivative of the following function. Second derivative means d2y dx2. So what we assume here is, well, let y is equal to ax cube, this is the given function, plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay. So we first find out the first derivative of y. So therefore, what is dy dx? Dy dx is,
Yes, sir.
if I can differentiate directly, a is a constant. You can take it out of the differentiation. B is a constant. You can take it out of the differentiation. C is a constant. You can take it out of the differentiation. And D is a constant whose derivative will be 0. So A derivative of x cube is 3x square. And B derivative of x square is 2x. Derivative of x is 1. And this is 0. So ultimately get 3ax square plus 2bx plus c. This is the first order derivative. Okay. You are required to find out the second order derivative. So therefore, you are required to find out d2y dx2. And what is d2y dx2? d2y dx2 is the ddx of dy dx. And dy dx we have found out as 3ax square plus 2bx plus c. Three a is the constant. You can take it out of the differentiation. You can simply get ddx of x square plus 2b ddx of x and ddx of c. 3a and ddx of x square is 2x. ddx of x is 1 and ddx of c is 0. So you get 6ax plus 2b. Can take 2 common. You get 3ax plus b. Clear? d2y dx2. This is the second order derivative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let us work out the next one. This was an algebraic function. Let us try to work out a logarithmic function. See, let us work out number 4. Govinda, you silence your this thing. A lot of sound is coming. Okay. Okay. So this is we say let y is equal to log x. You need to find d2y dx2. So first find dy dx. dy dx is 1 by x. So I don't need to write ddx of log x. Okay. Well, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So d2y dx2 is ddx of dy dx, which is ddx of 1 by x. And if you remember, I had asked you to remember ddx of 1 by x.
Yes, sir. Minus 1 by x square.
So this is, I can write minus 1 by x square. This is your second order derivative. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let us try out 1 6. Say let y is equal to x by root x minus 1. Okay, so dy dx in this case. Now if you want, you can simplify this further, or you can differentiate by u by v rule. Okay, so let us try it. A u by v rule you can do. Let us try it in a little different way. You can write y as x minus 1 plus 1, because in the denominator I can see there is a root x minus 1. That's why I wrote numerator as x minus 1 plus 1. Now if I separate, I'll get x minus 1 root x minus 1 plus 1 by root x minus 1. So this is uh, x minus 1 by x minus 1 to the power of half plus 1 by x minus 1 to the power of half. Now this can be written as, by the laws of indices, you can write this as x minus 1 to the power of half, or you can write root x minus 1 also, plus you can write this as x minus 1 to the power of minus half. So therefore, now we can differentiate very easily instead of using u by v rule. Therefore, dy dx will be your ddx of x minus 1 to the power of half
Sir, the second step it will be 3 by 2, no? X minus 1 3 by 2.
x minus 1 3 by 2. Why should it be 3 by 2? Why should it be 3 by 2? Tell me.
Sir, x minus 1 is there,
Yeah.
and upon x minus 1 half. So it will be x minus 1 1 plus 1 by 1 by 2.
Why should it be
So it will
plus? It
be
should
1
be
by
minus, no? This should be 1 minus half, no? The power here is 1.
oh yes sir, yes sir,
Yes.
yes sir. Sorry sir.
So this should be
Sorry sir.
half. So this is plus ddx of x minus 1 to the power of minus half. Now let's differentiate. You have half x minus 1 to the power of half minus 1. Okay. Plus minus half x minus 1 to the power of minus half minus 1. Half x minus 1 to the power of minus half minus half x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2. Okay. This now you can take half common.
Okay, sir.
X minus 1 to the power of minus half minus x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2. Okay. Now again we need to find d2y dx2, so we'll differentiate again. So d2y dx2 is ddx of dy dx is equal to ddx of half x minus 1 to the power of minus half minus x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2. So which is, now you can take half out, half ddx x minus 1 to the power of minus half minus ddx x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2. Okay, so now you can easily differentiate now. Minus half to the power of x minus 1 to the power of minus half minus 1 minus minus 3 by 2 x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2 minus 1, which is equal to half of minus half x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 x minus 1 to the power of minus 5 by 2. Okay, so you can take half out again. Half is already there. You can take half out. You will get thrice x minus 1 to the power of minus 5 by 2 minus x minus 1 to the power of minus 3 by 2. You can simplify this further. You can write this as, although you will get full marks if you do till this part. So you can write this as 1/4 of 3 by x minus 1 to the power of 5 by 2 minus 1 by x minus 1 to the power of 3 by 2. And this becomes 1/4 of 3 by, this is square root of x minus 1 to the power of 5.
Yes, sir.
And this is what? Square root of x minus 1 cube. So now this becomes 1/4 of 3 by x minus 1 to the power of 5 means x minus 1 root whole square root x minus 1, right? And this is 1 by
Yes, sir.
x minus 1 root x minus 1. So 1 by 4 root x minus 1. 1 by root x minus 1 you can take common. What are you left with? 3 by x minus 1 whole square minus 1 by
-1.
x minus 1. If you want, you can take the LCM, simplify further, but this one will do. Okay. So this is
Okay, sir.
how you find d2y dx2 for this. So let us proceed to the next one. And the next one is actually an inverse circular function. This time, sine inverse x. So you know the derivative of sine inverse x? What is the derivative of sine inverse x? Forgot.
Yes, sir. Sir, 1 by root under 1 minus x square.
Yes, exactly.
1
1
minus
by
x
root,
square.
1 by root 1 minus x square.
Yes,
So we
sir.
will use that. And again, we'll differentiate 1 by root 1 minus x square to get our d2y dx2. So let us try out this 1/7. Okay, these are very simple examples. Let y is equal to sine inverse x. Therefore, dy dx standard formula is 1 by root 1 minus x square, which can also be written as 1 by 1 minus x square to the power of half. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and which can be written as 1 minus x square to the power of minus half. So therefore, what should be d2y dx2? ddx of dy dx, which is ddx of 1 minus x square to the power of minus half. How do you differentiate it? First, you differentiate the power. Minus half,
Yes, sir.
1 minus x square to the power of minus half minus 1. Then you differentiate into ddx of what is within the power, that is a
1
base,
minus 1 minus x
x
square.
square. So you get minus half into 1 minus x square to the power of minus 3 by 2. And ddx of 1 minus
Yes, sir.
x square is minus 2.
Minus 2x.
So this 2 and this 2 will cancel. Minus minus will become
Yes.
plus. You simply get
Yes.
x into 1 minus x
Into
square
1
to
minus
the
x
power of
square
3 by
minus. Yes, sir.
If you want, you can write this as x root 1 minus x square cube, which can also be written as x into 1 minus x square root 1 minus x square. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is
Yes,
what
sir.
it is. Okay, let's now move on to your 3-1, an important type of problem. Okay, most often you come across this problem in science. For science students, this is a very, very common problem, in fact. Okay, in sound, you have this equation for simple harmonic motion. Let's see. So if you have uh, given y is equal to 2 sin x plus 3 cos x, you need to show that y plus d2y dx2 is equal to 0. Okay, in such problems, you first find out dy dx, find d2y dx2, and then proceed with whatever proof you want to do. So let us first find out dy dx. So dy dx is equal to ddx 2 sin x plus 3 cos x, which is 2 ddx of sin x plus 3 ddx of cos x. Because they are constant, I have taken them out. ddx of sin x is cos x, and ddx of cos x is minus sin x. Okay. Next, we need to
Okay,
find
sir.
d2y dx2. d2y dx2 is ddx of dy dx, which is equal to ddx 2 cos x minus 3 sin x, because that is what dy dx we have found out. So 2 ddx of cos x minus 3 ddx of sin x. So you get ddx of cos x as minus sin x, and ddx of sin x as cos x. So you get minus 2 sin x minus 3 cos x. You can take minus common. You get minus 2 sin x plus 3 cos x. So you found out d2y dx2. What do you have to prove here? Y plus d2y dx2 is equal to 0. So let us start from the left hand side. Left hand side is y plus d2y. Now what is y here? Y here is given as 2 sin x plus 3 cos x. Put the value of y plus, and what have we found d2y dx2 to be? We have found d2y dx2 to be minus 2 sin x plus 3 cos x.
Cos x.
So what does this become? 2 sin x plus 3 cos x minus 2 sin x plus 3 cos x. Both are same, equal to 0. Both will
Yes, sir.
cancel.
Yes,
Okay. So this is how you, for any sum that you do here, except for a very special type of sums, whenever an expression is given in d2y dx2, you will first find d2y dx2, and then you will prove what you are required to prove. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Let us see the next one. Let us take an exponential function 3 5. Okay. It is given here,
Okay, sir.
given e to the power of y into 1 plus x is equal to 1. You need to prove that d2y dx2 is equal to dy dx whole square. Okay. Now, see, you have e to the power of y here. Okay. So, the best way to do here, since e to the power of y is there, I would say you take logs on both sides. Okay. You can differentiate it as it is also, Let us first
Okay.
try with log, and then I will show you how to differentiate it as it is. Okay. So we can take
Okay.
here
Okay, sir.
log e to the power of y into 1 plus x is equal to log 1. Now this is natural log, so it will be okay. This is not common log. This base is e here. Okay, log 1 you know is 0, and here on the left hand side what you can do is you can write this as log e to the power of y plus log 1 plus x is equal to 0. Now you can write this as y log e plus log 1 plus x. And what is the value of log e? Log e in class 10 you have done log 10 to the base 10 is equal to 1.
Log.
Log a to the base a is equal to 1. So therefore log e to the base e will be 1. So this is 1. Log e is 1. So y into 1 is y plus log 1 plus x is equal to 0. So what are you getting y as? Y you are getting minus log 1 plus x. Okay. Now you can find dy dx and d2y dx2. Therefore what is dy dx? Dy dx is how do you differentiate log? You take minus out first. Minus d dx of
Yes, sir.
log 1 plus x. Okay. Let me give a third bracket here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This way. Fine. Now we differentiate log 1 plus x
Yes, sir.
1 by 1
1
plus
plus
x
x.
into d dx of 1 plus x
Yes, sir.
is simply 1.
Sir,
Right.
which will be 1.
So which is minus 1 by 1 plus x only. Next, what is d2y dx2? d2y dx2 is d dx of dy dx. Okay. Which is d dx of minus 1 by 1 plus x. So minus d dx 1 by 1 plus x. And how do you differentiate 1 by 1 plus x? First you differentiate 1 by x, so you get minus 1 by x square, isn't it? Into the d
Yes,
dx
sir.
of 1 plus x, which is 1. So simply you get this. So what are you getting? You are effectively getting 1 by 1 plus x whole square. So I've got dy dx, and what do you have to prove here? You have to prove here that d2y dx2 is equal to dy dx whole square. So LHS. LHS is d2y dx2. And what have we find d2y dx2 to be? 1 by 1 plus x whole square, right? Which can also be written as
Yes, sir.
minus 1 by 1 plus x, because we see that what is dy dx here? Minus 1 by 1 plus x. So 1 by 1 plus x square, if I write in terms of minus 1 by 1 plus x, can be written in this manner? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So therefore, this is what? Dy dx square of dy dx, which is equal to RHS. Hence proved. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is what. I'll stop here for
Yes,
today.
sir.
Yes, sir.